Starting today, if you're fully vaccinated and you're outdoors, you need, and not in a big crowd, you no longer need to wear a mask. I want to be absolutely clear. If you're in a crowd, like a stadium or at a conference or a concert, you still need to wear a mask, even if you're outside.
That was President Biden yesterday addressing the CDC's updated guidance for fully vaccinated Americans. These new rules say that those who have received their jab can now unmask outdoors in small gatherings. Joining us right now is Dr. Scott Gottlieb. He's the former FDA commissioner and a CNBC contributor, and he also serves on the boards of both Pfizer and Illumina. And Scott, you talked with us earlier this week about how you thought this was important, how you thought this needed to happen. But did this go far enough? Is this enough incentive for Americans to go ahead, if they haven't gotten vaccinated, and say, yes, I'd like to sign up for this?
Well, look, the guidance that CDC put out, I think, is a step in the right direction, but it's relatively confusing. It's not very clear in terms of what they're prescribing, and I think we need simpler rules if we're going to be prescribing something over society. We need to decide what our public health goal is in an age of declining prevalence and rising vaccination as we see these things continue through the summer. And I think the public health goal should be to try to protect vulnerable populations in congregate settings, so continue to focus on nursing homes, daycare settings where small children are, and try to prevent large outbreaks, try to prevent super spreading events. We're not going to be able to prevent a single introduction where a single person transfers a virus to a single individual. But in a backdrop of declining prevalence, rising vaccination rates, and more of the vulnerable Americans being protected through vaccination, we need to lean forward. And the challenge is that if we don't lift these restrictions with the same speed and the same efficiency that we impose them, we lose credibility as public health officials to reimpose them in the future, because more of the population will be worried that these are a one-way street. So what does that look like in practicality? I think it looks like in environments where the vaccination rates are high. Look at San Francisco, for example. Cases have trended down, where they have good testing and tracing in place. We have to be willing to lift the mask ordinances completely. And you're seeing some states do that. You're seeing cities do that and step out in front of the CDC. And I think the risk to CDC as an institution, and it's extremely an important institution, is that they lose relevancy, that people stop listening to them. And this final point, this is a cautionary tale, I think, to businesses. If businesses are waiting for prescriptive guidance from the CDC to guide them on how to reopen offices in the fall, I think they ought to think twice and start coming together and developing those guidelines on their own. Because if they wait for CDC to put out those kinds of guidelines, it's going to end up like the guidance that CDC put out to summer camps, which also is very Byzantine and hard to follow.
Yeah, right. If you're looking for some exact prescription, this is not it. You know, I think we've all been feeling pretty good about things for the most part in America as we've seen these vaccinations pick up, as we've seen cases come down. But then you look at Oregon, and there are a couple of counties there where they have the biggest cities, and they're back at highest risk levels. They're talking about the potential for the healthcare system being overrun there. Is this the type of thing that you're anticipating we continue to see, areas where you do see a resurgence in this, and how do you address it?
Well, look, I think there's going to be pockets of vulnerability. There's places in the country where vaccination rates are lower, where they don't have some public health measures in place to try to prevent these large outbreaks from occurring. There's also places where B117 got into populations later, and so we're seeing it roll through populations on a different timetable. So there's going to continue to be these hotspots across the country. It's a big, diverse nation. On the whole, though, obviously prevalence is declining. I think it's going to continue to decline as we enter into the warmer months, as vaccination levels continue to increase. So I think the country as a whole looks good. I think there's going to be local hotspots, and we need to address those with local measures. But, you know, guidance for the nation as a whole should be to give more flexibility to individuals to go out without some of these restrictions that we had in place to try to control the peak of the epidemic.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.